Alright, today we're going to be working on a 93 Toyota 4Runner. It's got the 22Re engine in it, 4-cylinder inline. We're going to be doing the timing chain. This engine's got about 265,000 miles on it. As you can see here, I've purchased pretty much everything I could think of. Looked online, and as far as instructions on this, I found one on I believe it's 4Crawler.com. I can post a link to the actual PDF document that walks you through the timing chain job, and it's very well done. I also have the Toyota manual PDF file for the timing chain, and of course I got a Haynes manual here. Now all in all, I probably, including a breaker bar and a impact socket, I probably got just under $400 worth of supplies here to do this job. Now, if you were to take this to a shop and have it done, I quoted the shop quoted, a couple of them quoted me well over $1,000 just for the timing chain job. So I'm going to be doing head gasket and timing chain for less than $400 here, and that pretty much revitalized the engine back to good health. As you see here, we got two of these fluid containers here. One we're going to use to dump the antifreeze in, because you got to drain the antifreeze and the oil out for this. And one for the oil. Gotta have yourself a pair of gloves to work on this stuff. Right here we have the oil pan gasket. Got a pulley set to get the crankshaft pulley off if we need it. The job calls for some ultra gray silicone here. Right here we got some 320 grit sandpaper and a gasket scraper. So going with a new set of spark plugs, obviously. The wires are fine, but I am replacing the cap over there. I'll be replacing the content of oil we have with Lucas. I'll do 2 quarts of this, and the rest of the fill-up of oil with Lucas oil stabilizers. Stuff is, I would like to accredit the engine from not going out up until this point. I've probably put about a good 40-50,000 miles on this truck with that timing chain needed to be done over the last 3 years, and I would like to accredit it to the Lucas. Got a gallon of antifreeze. Obviously we're going to need to refill the antifreeze back up. Don't want to put the old stuff in. And this is the timing chain kit. You'll see you'll get the camshaft sprocket and crankshaft sprocket. Chain in here is already pre-oiled. You'll get the tensioner here, and a metal guide for the driver's side of the engine. And unfortunately, I thought this kit was claimed it was heavy duty kit. I thought we were going to be getting another metal guide for this side, but this is plastic. I'm not too worried because it should still last at least a lot longer than I'm going to need it to. Masking tape we're going to use to identify all the bolts that we take off so that we know exactly where everything is. So, can of carb cleaner, always good to have as well. And that about covers that. That's what we have, and a regular Craftsman set to go with it. Okay, first step we need to do here is remove this underguard plate here. It's just going to be 4 bolts. Actually, one of mine is already missing there. So you got one right here, and I'm missing another one right there. So we'll do that, and then we'll drain the radiator out. As you can see here, we're at the bottom of the radiator. Got a nice easy tube here, and a fitting that you'll unscrew. And there she goes. As soon as I untwisted it, only a few drops came out. So you want to take your cap off and it'll start flowing. Well, we'll let that drain and then proceed on to the air intake removal. Alright, now we'll proceed to air intake. Don't click here. You want to be careful. There's these little small retainer clips here, or clip I should say, that holds in this plug. As you can see right there, that's the clip. You gotta comes out from under there. No corrosion, looks pretty clean. Set that off to the side there. The next step we're going to do here is drain the oil. I'm not going to walk you through this because, well, if you don't know how to do this, you probably shouldn't be trying to replace timing chain at this point. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is move on to pulling out the radiator. You're going to want to move it from the engine side for both the lower and upper hoses here, not from the radiator side. That way the hoses are out of the way. Probably would be a good time to change the other one is right here. There's only 2 bolts on each side of the radiator. Let's see if I get a better angle for you. You got one right there and one down there. And that's for each side of the radiator, and the radiator should just lift right out. We'll go ahead and continue to do that. Okay, one of the things I forgot to mention here is that this fan shroud is bolted on by 4 bolts on its own, 2 on each side. They're 10 mils. You're going to want to pull that off of the radiator first, and then essentially you're going to want to take the 12 mil bolts, 2 on each side as well, and then pull the radiator out, pull the fan shroud out, and we're going to do that right now here. So, I'll just hold the bolts on each side. Okay, so I got 14 mil bolts off the fan shroud. Alright, I got 2 on top, each side bolts off the radiator. Up. Okay. No. Here's my bolts right here. All right. Looks like the fan shroud will be in the way. Put that lower radiator hose down there. Really want to pull it off there, but I think I will. Yeah, so you gotta pull the lower radiator hose off here. Let's see if that gets out. Alright, see here. There you go. Yeah, that's it. You can drop it off. Okay, our next step here is to let's remove the clutch fan here. Let's see if I can zoom in and get you a shot of the 10 mil bolts. There should be 4 of them here. That bolt's actually nut, 10 mil nut. So 4 10 mil nuts here. There you go. That's where the 4 bolts will be. Or, sorry, nuts. Next thing we need to do is Take off the distributor cap. These two bolts right here are going to be 8 mil. This would be a good time right here to disconnect your distributor coil wire there. Right. Next thing we want to do is set the engine at top dead center so you know where the distributor is at. Or so you know where the your markings are at. There's our top dead center there. We're going to make note of where our rotor is here. Once we've made note of that, we can go ahead and take out the distributor. Signals right here. It's 1 volt. That's what you adjust. Yeah, just scribed the side here and scribed it in some dirt, but you see right there. Okay.